Alright guys, jumping right back into League for Dark Matter and X Potion. We're in the final round, round 10. We're going to be taking on the Kilika Beasts, Ronso Fangs are taking on the Luca Goers, and the Guado Glories are taking on the Owlbed Sykes. So I mean, we've all but won this league. We are doing really well. We've won every single game so far. I mean, we actually won this league maybe 2 or 3 games ago, actually. It was like at that point where it became impossible for the other teams to even get enough points to beat us. But, you know, we're just finishing up strong, right? Looks like Met starts with the ball. Not a big deal. He's got pretty low endurance, so we're able to kind of tackle through. And then we're going to push left with Guado, mostly just trying to get Gear Guado in position to score. We are still favoring Gear Guado really heavily, just to give him a little bit more experience. Once we go to the next league, what we're going to be doing is we're going to move Noi Guado out of the goalie box and move Nav Guado back in the goalie box again. And in doing that, we're going to have Zazzy Guado shoot most of the goals and shots and stuff. Which, as you guys know, that means, you know, it means Gear Guado doesn't get an opportunity. So this is the moment where we got to level him up as much as we can, because we know we're not going to use him in the future for at least like the next 10 times. Alright. Well, the score is now 1-0. We got Mep starting with the ball. Not a big deal. He's going to encounter Gira. I don't think Gira can tackle through and get this. I think that would be... I mean, maybe in like a perfect scenario, but not quite today. So now Guado immediately just going to tell him, hey, you know what? We actually don't want you to have the ball, and we are going to have now Guado as well kind of pull the ball back away and then give Gear Guado some space to score. That's the thing about the AI. I think the biggest thing that the game suffers from is the lack of variety. So it's almost like once you find something that works, it will 100% work almost all the time. So that's what reduces the challenge of Blitzball, I think. But that's also probably one of the most frustrating parts of Blitzball as well. If like you're new to the game, you have to figure that out, and that process isn't fun for everyone. Not everyone's having a good time as they, you know, are just trying to beat this game. I don't know. I think it's I think about that a lot because I know a lot of like I feel like Blitzball is like very divisive. Is that the right word? Right? So it's like you either like it or you hate it kind of thing. And I think one of the biggest things, I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of someone who would hate Blitzball, and I imagine the biggest thing, or at least one of the big things, is the game does explain Blitzball to you, but you really have to play it to understand like how it works, and then it gives you a forced game as you're also trying to figure it out. So that's not fun, and then it's also time intensive. So I think like if I was going to say the top 3 things that people hate about Blitzball, which actually if you hate Blitzball, like comment below. I'm actually curious what people don't like about it. Also, why? Like I'm curious how someone got this far if they hate Blitzball. I think that's probably the big things. You're forced to play it. It's not explained very well, and then it's very time intensive when you do play it. I feel like it's time intensive at least, because I mean the way I think about it is like this: like, oh, here we've won this game, pretty much. We've pretty much won this game, but we have to remain playing it no matter what. So like it's just like killing time at a certain point, because we know we're gonna win this game once we score this much. Like we're obviously not gonna win every game ever, but this game particularly is one. So if people are going for key items and stuff, it's probably annoying to have to like go through it and just wait and, you know, do all that stuff. I don't mind it too much. I don't know, I guess I'm trying to think if there's been a particular playthrough where I haven't played a ton of Blitzball. I know there has been. I know there's probably blitzers that just been playing the story and stuff. A little bit of experience for them, a little bit for us. Level up for Gira. Level 87, more endurance, shoot HP. It's good to see. No, I think out of all the mini games in the Final Fantasy series, I think Final Fantasy X has got to have some of the more difficult ones. You know, just from actually from a lot of perspectives when you think about it, because you have Blitzball and stuff, and you have the story game, which isn't necessarily easy to beat. Once you kind of understand how to play Blitzball, it's like, alright, okay, that makes sense, like, we're having a good time. But when you first come across it, you're just kind of like, you know, blank stares, like, what is this, what's going on, why am I here? And then you have the Chocobo race, which, you know, isn't, I don't know, I haven't played the Chocobo race in a long time, in all honesty. Like, I'm trying to remember what it was like, but I remember it was... I don't think it was that bad when I did it. I might have just gotten lucky. But, it's not too bad. It's, like, a lot of it is, like, patience testing, you know? Like, it tests your patience to a certain degree, I think. And for me, like, I talked about this a few episodes ago, actually, a few matches ago. I'm the kind of person that multitasks, like, as I'm doing. Like, I can't be doing one thing. Like, even now I'm actually on Amazon, looking up monitors to buy. But yeah, like you, like I need to be doing more than one thing. So, like, I think if I was solely focused on like the Chocobo race for hours on end and I couldn't get it, like I might go mad. Like I might just be like, what am I doing wrong? But like when you're multitasking, it's a little bit different because like you've got other things you're focusing on, and it's like less, you know, less. Your brain's also working on this thing, so it's not that punishing when it doesn't feel like a waste of time. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what it is about today. I'm really bad at talking right now. But yeah. It's not too bad. Now I'm trying to think like what's the worst minigame I've played in all of Final Fantasy. I will say actually Final Fantasy X to give props to it. Everything in that game outside of Blitzball, those mini games are pretty good. Like I actually really like them. I'm the kind of person though when it comes to Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball, I would rather they add additional options rather than remove options. Like I would have rather they had like one of that football manager or whatever you call it style, where like you manage the players, you train them, and then they do whatever. Like that's fine and all, but I would have rather they had us control the players as well as have that style, which maybe is too much to ask, but I don't know. It's just kind of like. I don't know, it's not as fun, you know, it's just kind of like, okay, sure, I get it. But in hindsight, that might have been how they fixed Blitzball. It might have been like, hey, if the AI is like dumb and it can't block players and it doesn't know what to do, like why don't we just like force both players and the AI, and then it can just be like a, you know, a more balanced experience. I will say, like, Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball, though, if it is not frustrating, it is quick. Like, a match goes by in a blink of an eye because you have those, like, 3 modes where you can, I think you can watch all the action, some of the action, and fast forward through it all. So it's a very quick game. Yeah, which we will be playing some Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball. I've been saying that for a few years now, I think. But we will be playing that, just haven't figured out quite the series yet. I don't know, I might... Okay, so this is going to maybe sound crazy. What I might do is I might just continue the Final Fantasy Let's Play, where I play through all the Final Fantasies. And then when we get to 10-2, I might just have like a Blitzball series. I'm not really sure yet. Like episode, 105, and now we're full on Blitzball. I think that makes sense, right? Because then you have this like subsection. Maybe it's tough to say. A little bit of experience for them, a little bit of experience for us. It's good. I think it's difficult because I don't have anything I really care to record in the Final Fantasy X-2 Blitzball. It's kind of like, okay, sure, it exists. Looks like a little bit of endurance, pass, shoot, HP for more. I don't know. I should probably play it a little bit more to get a grasp of maybe something I do want to record. It's tough to say. Anyways, looks like Shammy's contract with Guado Glories has expired. Volucha is now on the team for 15 games with Guado Glories. Nettis' contract with the Albert Sex has expired. He's going to be staying for about 23 games. Zalet's contract expired. He should probably leave. He's not. He's staying for 12 games. Mep's contract, he should also leave, but he's staying for 3 games. The Dream is dead. Vorja is not signing. We're going to have Besato Rocks, us, take out Kilika Beasts 7-0. Ronso Fangs and Luka Goers tied up 3-3, and the Guado Glories win 3-2. So that's it. That is the end of the league. We got 72 goals in Gear Guado. That's pretty good. It's not too bad. Got a Dark Mana, we got an X Potion. Alright. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we're going to be playing more Blitzball. Till next time.